What's good, y'all? She got Bendu, and so I was scrolling through Twitter like I usually do, and came across AOC tweeting again. Of course, it's not about force to vote, of course not, but it's tweeting more gaslighting bullshit. So this is her retweeting a tweet from Ryan Grimm about how basically um they passed this vote to allow, like the pay go exemptions and everything. Well, now progressive legislation is off, that PAYGO can't block Medicare for all, like progressive legislation, basically. And they're touting that as a win, which, okay, sure, if you say that's a win, cool. But how does that like disprove or, say that force to vote isn't a viable strategy to pursue? It doesn't. So here she is bragging about it. And this is the tweet that honestly got me. And it's like, this is just some slimy politician way of like calling out Jimmy Dore. And again, everybody, I feel like everybody's prefacing their, with their thoughts on the situation by saying it's not about Jimmy Dore. But again, it's like these fuckers, these people are making it about Jimmy and like not about the issue. Like you saw how she backed off Justin Jackson when he sauced her, like a football player sauced her on basic politics, and now here she is basically sneak dissing Jimmy Dore. And it's like it's so pussy because you can't, like, it's kind of like how at least Nancy Pelosi had the balls to go on Wolf Blitzer's show. I don't know if she knew Wolf was gonna press her about that, but at least she had the balls to go on his show. Now he made her look stupid, and then later on there was another reporter at a press conference that confronted her about basically like the fact that you didn't take the president's deal, now you're taking a far less deal with far less stimulus checks. Like you're an idiot, basically. And she ran away from that question. I'm not giving Nancy Pelosi any props because she's a corrupt piece of shit, but here's AOC being a corrupt piece of shit. So, and to be 100% honest, it was hard during this to be targeted and marred as some sellout enemy of the people over a late tactical agreement over one floor vote. Also a bummer to see figures excuse comments like fuck her and fuck anyone who protects her. That's not tone, that's violence. On one hand, I am no stranger to abusive rhetoric and know that taking knocks comes with being an elected official. But as someone who prioritizes movement building and winning, creating something joyful that people actually want to be part of is an imp organizing principle. But let us celebrate this achievement. We need the energy of celebration to keep bullshit. So, yeah, I guess in response to that, what AOC is saying, I would say, fuck her again. I'll say it for Jimmy again. Fuck her. And fuck anybody who protects her, like Cenk Uygur, like Sam Cedar and his fucking ghouls. Who else? David Dole, if he's on that, if he's on that train too. And yeah, I'll say it again. Fuck you and fuck anyone that protects you, and fuck anyone who aligns with your thinking. Fuck you. Because again, it's not about Jimmy. This is her again making it about Jimmy. So if she want to take it down to the flow, I'm gonna go right there with her. So it's like, you're doing this so you don't have to address the force to vote, because you are Nancy Pelosi. This is what's crazy. Ever since I saw that video of Nancy Pelosi, like however many years ago, is when she was young and younger, because like she's like a million years old. Like I'm pretty sure she saw Christ crucified, but there was video of her advocating for single payer healthcare, like AOC was now, kind of, and kind of strange. So it's like you see what the Democratic Party does to people over time. You see what politics honestly does to people over time. And I just think, Graham Elwood talks about this a lot. I believe Whitney Webb even talked about this a lot, and just different journalists. But politics ain't going to fix this problem, B. Like it's really not. That's just what it is. We at the point where even the progressive politicians, and I'm not saying AOC's taking, corporate money or some shit. I don't know if she is or not. As far as I know, she isn't. But it's like you're still taking the marching orders of the people that are. So the question that everybody has been asking, what's the point of voting for you if you're still going to take marching orders from Nancy Pelosi, who does take corporate money? And that's the whole thing. And you came in Congress. I'm pretty sure anybody who's watching this video, you guys watch. You've seen the numerous videos of AOC, basically saying what we're saying now. So it's no point in me playing it again. But I'm just going to bring up the fact that we're literally pushing you to do what you said you were going to do when you were running and when you first got in office. And now that we've come to a critical point where it's like, look, you guys are gonna get wiped out in 2022. The Democratic Party stands for nothing and is doubling down on standing for nothing. Even after Joe Biden was the one that talked the Democrats from pushing for more stimulus checks, that's a perfect representation of what is going to happen. They're pushing for more austerity that's going to create a Donald Trump with conviction. And that is something to be very afraid of. And just to the people that think Donald Trump is this fascist or whatever. Sure, you can throw those words around and everything, but Donald Trump's not a fascist. Okay, he's not the second coming of Hitler. Donald Trump is like the second coming of Dumb and Dumber, literally. So it's like they got there, and I'm not. That's not me downplaying any the damage that his administration has done. They've done some damage, but to me, like the damage that Barack Obama and Joe Biden did in their first term compared to Donald Trump's. Nowhere in the same ballpark, in my opinion. Nowhere in the same ballpark. And it's like, yeah, sure. And I'm not trying to downplay. They're both shitty. I'm not trying to, upplay one and downplay the other or vice versa. What I'm saying is, like, the damage that Barack Obama and Joe Biden did to this country is on par with Donald Trump. So it's like, why are we pretending why? Because Donald Trump, like, is an asshole and he makes it known what he's doing? Sure, okay, fine. Then you could say you dislike Donald Trump on that front, but it's like, it's kind of excusing the elephant in the room that is Barack Obama and Joe Biden. And now with Joe Biden being the president-elect and, getting sworn in 19, 17 days now, it's like, we're going to get a worse Trump. So, and doing shit like this, going after independent journalists that were actually the ones that put you on in the first place when the other ones weren't, it's kind of an embarrassment, in my opinion. And especially when somebody like Kyle Kalinske is telling you to do this, who was the founder of your fucking, like, the Justice Democrats. So it's like, it's very disheartening to see. It's a very sad thing to see. I used to be a huge AOC fan. As I realized she was full of shit, that's when I fell out, she fell out on my graces. But again, this is not about trying to just politician worship and shame politicians. This is about illuminating the fact that we are on our own and the only people we have are each other. And these people are not for us. AOC is not for us. Like, politicians are not for you. And like, we've all been told this as children, but as all of us get into politics, I feel like we get swept up and, just their talk. Even like people like AOC, they talk a good game. Just like Donald Trump talks a good game to his followers. AOC talks a good game to her followers. But at the end of it all, they're always going to bow to power. They're always going to kiss the ring because they're afraid of power, and it's like, it's up to us as the people. So this is why I'm for hashtag force to vote. I'm going to be probably going to post about 2 more videos about force to vote just to get it out there. And but this is a disgrace, honestly. This is like, you didn't have, none of the progressive caucus had the balls to show up to the town hall, unless, like, because I don't know if I missed it. I'm pretty sure they didn't though. Because I was listening to it while I was working, so there were certain points where, so I drive a forklift literally for like 10 hours. So I'm driving through certain parts of the warehouse I work at, and the signal was dropping out. So there will be like points for like 20 minutes where I missed some of it and everything. But as far as I know, from what I've watched, none of them showed up. So it's like, you don't have the balls to show up and address the people that helped get you elected. And there was this video that one of the viewers sent me. I want to make sure I am getting his name right, bro. I'm so sorry because it's like been a while since I peeped those comments. So there was a viewer of the show. He also has his own channel. I recommend you guys go by there and check it out. Skeptical Manus. Having a tongue thing today. I don't know why. Skeptical Mantis channel 10. That's his whole channel. I just looked it up so I could make sure I got his full name, because I know it's Skeptical Mantis, but I didn't know if I always see the C at the end when I'm watching his videos and everything. But he actually went to AOC's office and talked to her rep there at the time and everything. And it's funny how not addressing anything about it. Like they don't care. They don't. And watching that video, like, from Skeptical Mance has just solidified how I feel about, politicians and even the progressive ones within the Democratic Party. Now, the People's Party is something I'm definitely 100% down for. But again, like, I don't like the People's Party is there to uplift the people. And that's why I'm for the People's Party. It's about the people. So we need to get behind that. We need to get behind people. We need to get these, corrupt politicians out. And those of us that aren't going to run, we need to be doing something. I'm figuring out what I can do besides just being some asshole talking on YouTube all the time about this shit. I'm trying to figure out what's my place in all this and getting involved. And I recommend you guys do the same, because even though right now I'm doing okay, I'm not being direct, like I'm still like, I'm not doing great right now with everything. I find, I'm just now getting a job, thank God. But it's like, it's not about just having a job. It's about like being able to just survive. You feel me? Like they're not even trying to allow you to do that. Like I feel for the business owners right now that are suffering from having their businesses like shut down and in an authoritarian manner. And, just to be quite frank, while they're looking across the street, watching Walmart allowed to stay open, watching Target allowed to stay open, or whatever fucking super corporation. It's fucking ridiculous. So go to forcetovote.org. Sign a petition if you haven't. Call into your reps if you haven't. I called into my rep here in Delaware, even though I'm pretty sure she's not in the Progressive Caucus, but I still gave her a ring. Tweet at these people, man. Get in their ass, make them uncomfortable, because this needs to happen. So, yeah, I want to go ahead and close the video out here. As I said, this is just a tweet. It's disgusting, and yeah, and I found it through Danny Haifong, and he brought up a great play. I know I said I'm about to close it out, but I wanted to add this one. He said, "You claim Jimmy Dore was violent in his criticism, yet portray rule changes as a victory, knowing full well a Biden and Pelosi-run party will never implement Medicare for all. Getting rid of PAYGO just means you should get behind Force to Vote even more now." So that's Danny Haifong. That's another great journalist out there. I love his work on China. Like he does great work about, a lot of the new Cold War propaganda that goes around about China. You guys should definitely check out his work. And yeah, so that tweet just sums up how I feel about it all. So I want to go ahead and close the video out there. As always, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe, comment, share. Definitely comment. I like how you guys be commenting. I know I don't get to all of y'all comments. I'll be trying to, but so just bear with me. But thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Skeptical Manus again, bro. You're doing great work. I love your channel, guys. Go subscribe to his channel, please. Like he does great work. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Peace.